everyone, it's Ludicrous LP here, and today we are recording another story video. Today's story is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be about me, but it's actually going to be about my brother. Now before this video starts, I just want to point out that there's FIFA 16 gameplay in the background. It's my career mode, and yeah, so I just want to switch things up a little bit. Instead of having a normal B03 background, and yeah. The story actually begins last year at about, I don't know, like July or June or some month like that, and it was in the summer, and basically we were on vacation and we were going to like Virginia, like all those different states out there, but Hershey Park, Busch Gardens, and Cedar Point. So we're going to all of those three theme parks. And so the story actually takes place at the first theme park, Hershey Park. Now the three people on this vacation with me was me, my brother, and my mom. So there's three of us, we were just roaming around the theme park. And right before this, we all got our new iPhone, like, I don't know, I think it's like the 5C, I'm looking at it right now. I think it's like the 5C, but we all got, like, my brother and I, not my mom, but my brother and I got new phones, the iPhone 5C. So we had those on us. We carried them around in our swimsuits because we had our swimsuits on because there's a water park right next to the theme park. So basically, like, you know how swimsuits work, like they have usually really like short pockets and they're not that protected and everything. And so it was about lunchtime and we go to this water park and we get done and we go eat lunch. And then after that, we have our phones in our pockets and we start to go ride some more roller coasters at the end of the day before we go home. And at this point, I was starting to get a little sick. I was starting to, like, my head was starting to hurt, and I kind of wanted to leave, but my brother wanted to go on one last ride, so I just waited for my brother to go on this ride. But when my brother went on this ride, my mom asked him if he wanted to keep his phone with him, and he's just like, oh yeah, sure, I don't know, I want to keep my phone with him. Now, I'm not really sure why he wanted to do this. I'm pretty sure he wanted to text some of his girlfriends or whatever, but basically, he just wanted to keep his phone with him. You'll see why that's important later in the story. I had a headache, so I didn't really want to go on a last ride, but my brother wanted to go on one more ride. I didn't really care, it wasn't that big of a deal to me, so I just sat and waited at the table with my mom until he got done. And he comes down with a, like, very, like, I don't know, it was like emotionless. It was like, I don't know, he had like a very guilty look on his face when he came off the ride. And we asked him, okay, you ready to leave? He's like, let me go on it one more time. And he said it exactly like that, so it wasn't like, he didn't really say it like it was a good thing, like he was really excited to go back on it, but he goes on it one more time, gets off, and we start heading back to the hotel. Now, we start heading back, and we're in the hotel, and so we get out, and we go back in the doors, but then we realize that we forgot our swimsuits and all the water stuff in the car, so my mom sent my brother and I to go out and grab the swimsuit bag. So we're walking out, and we get in the car, and he turns to me and he goes, Luke, I freaking lost my phone on the roller coaster. And I was just like, oh my gosh. It wasn't even funny at this point, dude, because I knew my mom was going to freaking flip out and was going to ruin the whole entire vacation. So we go back inside, and I'm scared, and he's scared, and then we didn't really have a plan. So I freaking just shower as soon as I get back in the room. I hop in the shower, hoping that he was going to tell her then, or she was going to find out then, so I didn't have to witness anything. So I get in the shower, and then the second I get out, I realized that nothing had happened yet because they were both just sitting on the bed and my mom was on her phone and my brother was watching TV, so nothing had happened at that point. And then so I get in bed and I try to fall asleep as quickly as possible because I don't want to witness this. And you have no idea that, like, I guess the phones were like $700 and my mom had like a deal with them so that if you lost them, you would have to, it was like you get the phones for free, but if you lose them, but you have to pay it off within the next 2 years, basically. So, I don't know. I think it's the next 2 years, but it was some kind of deal like that where you get the phones free for now, and then you get like a, I don't know, you get like a sort of discount where it's like you pay it off. And so anyway, I'm trying to fall asleep as quickly as possible. My mom is sitting on her bed watching TV, and my brother is sitting on the other bed watching TV. So while laying down, and then my mom plugs in her phone to the charger, and then goes to shut off the light. But then she turns to my brother and says, "Hey, wait, can I charge your phone real quick?" And my brother's like, "No, you can't." Like, he literally just said, "No, you can't." And then so she's like, so my mom's like, "What do you mean I can't, Noah? Just give me the phone." And he's like, "I lost it on the roller coaster." And my mom didn't believe him at first because, like, when I say I mean that we got these phones right before vacation, it was literally like 3 days before vacation. She didn't believe him. She thought I was just joking because, you know, sometimes we do that to my mom and or she wasn't really listening to him and she's like, come on. And then finally she realized and she just starts freaking bawling and throwing everything in the room. She starts hitting me. She's like, Luke, you knew about this. You knew about this. And she's going after me. I didn't even do anything. I'm getting yelled at here and I didn't even do anything. And so she yells at me for like 5 more minutes and then I try to go to bed. And it was like we stayed up for like an hour just discussing everything. Like we were debating about going home on vacation. Like not even finishing the rest of the vacation, just going home. And it was like one of the worst experiences of my life. Like you would think that, like, you're probably laughing right now because my freaking brother, okay, I guess when he brought it on the roller coaster, it was, like, upside down or something. It had slipped out of his pocket, as you could, like, assume. But, like, we tried everything. We stayed up for, like, an hour, and it was really annoying. My mom was crying for, like, 30 minutes straight, and then we had to call my dad, and it was just a really, really long story that was just, like, it was not even fun. Like, it was probably hilarious for you guys because you weren't there, but she hit me like several times and you could even imagine what she did to my brother. But yeah, basically that's the end of the story, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to hear more stories of mine, just make sure to hit the like button, and if you want to, you could subscribe. So let's all take a second and just hit the like button right now. If we get 5 likes, I'll make another story right away as soon as possible. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.